Stargirl, episode 3,
This is Skull.
Icicle. So this episode was basically the introduction of a new bad guy, Icicle. We find out I don't know if he's like running for mayor or if he's a councilman. But he has a New America project that he's working on. He doesn't talk a lot about, but he goes and sees the magician, or the guy who has the powers of the magician, and he talks about not using his power properly or not using it effectively or something. And he said, well, I care about my son. And he said, good. So and he said that when he talked to the magician, his son is training to use magic and stuff like that. So I think his son was practicing, not real magic. I think it was, sleight of hand type of tricks and stuff to take after his dad. But there's an accident, and Icicle kills the magician. So actually the first thing that happens is Stargirl is trying to track Icicle down because she wants to figure out who all these bad guys are, and they can stop them. And there's a fight on this bridge, and he freezes the bridge, and it really looks like Icicle manipulates events so that the son of the magician dies. Like, it really looks like he does that on purpose, like the way the battle goes and the way he freezes particular parts of the bridge while the kid is there. Stripey, right? Stripesy is in the robot, and he saves the school bus. So I don't know if Icicle's plan was just to kill everyone on the bus, make him drown. Like, I don't know. He didn't. I'm not sure. So my first thought was his plan was to make the magician, was a warning to the magician to be like, listen, you need to be evil like I want you to be. And this is why this happens to your son. So I really thought he was going to manipulate events to make the magician guy think Stargirl in this accident killed his son, so that he would be angry at her and go after her and all this stuff. That's not what happened. He almost basically admits to him that he killed his son, and he's like, he confronts him like close to the end of the episode, like, why did you, why was it necessary to kill my son? And he's going after him, and he's super angry, like while he's at dinner with his family, the Icicle guy. So he like takes the guy out right there. He just like freezes him, like, bam, kills him right there at dinner. And like, oh, terrible, had a heart attack. It's so sad. Like, man, so he takes them both out, and I'm like I really thought he was being manipulative and being a bad guy that was, using the son to set an example, and he wasn't. He was just, why did he kill the son? I don't know. And then why did he kill the dad? Like, and in that way, right? I don't understand. And I don't understand his motivation. Not that I understand all the bad guys' motivations, but it seemed odd to have that big fight on purpose with Stargirl, unless he was just trying to end her, and he couldn't. But then killed the guy's son on purpose, and then killed the guy on purpose. They're supposedly his allies. And then later in the episode, you see the wife, the only one in the family left alive, is like trying to get away from town. She's getting her car worked on. Stripesy works on cars, and he's like, oh, I'll have this working for you really quick. And then she basically says, oh, you're not safe in this town. Don't trust anybody in this town. And then she drives off. And you can see that the magician's things are like in a box in her car. So I don't I don't know if he knew then figured out while he was looking at that stuff that her husband was the magician or not. Like, I don't know. But she explains. She's like, he didn't have a heart attack. That's not what happened to him. That's not how he died. And so she drives off. And in the very end of the episode, he goes to the junkyard to uh, he keeps getting all these parts to build for his robot. And he asks for like a tank track or some kind of track, like a snowmobile track or something. I don't know if he's going to try to convert the robot into a tank like all-terrain robot. Who knows? But it can fly with rocket. So who knows why it needs a track? But then he sees her car that he just worked on, and it's all smashed up. And then like the box that was in the back with the stuff in there is empty, and so like he didn't ask questions like, oh, well, how did this car get smashed up? Is the owner still alive? Did she make it? Did she not? It just shows him staring at the car, like, oh, something happened to her. Obviously, she wasn't crazy, trying to warn me about. And Stargirl is wanting to recruit other people. Hey, people in this town are not good. We need to take them out. We need to, she wants revenge for her dad, I think, or she wants to find out who did this to her dad and stop them. And so her goal is to try to rebuild the Justice Society of America. And he's totally against that, putting anyone else in danger. So he tells her that kind of at the end. He's kind of like, listen, you see this fight we had with this guy, and then he killed somebody, This could be how these things go from now. We shouldn't antagonize him. We shouldn't fight him, especially not with putting other people in danger. We need to be, look what happened to the Justice Society before 10 years ago. They're all dead, right? We just need to lay low and make a plan, and then use the plan, figure out how to stop them, who they are, before we make the plan. So she's totally not happy with that. But anyway, I think the show is written well. I think it has a good budget. I think the actors are great in the show. I am enjoying the show so far. It's a really good, like, to me, it reminds me kind of Supergirl, the first season, of how there was really good character development, really good character interactions. You did get the feel that it was in a big city. Like the longer Supergirl, the show has gone on, it's more, now everybody that gets screen time has powers, and everybody that gets screen time is a superhero. And now the city of millions of people feels like a show of 5 people, and it's it kind of takes away from that element of that you're in the real world, the believability, right, the verisimilitude, as a great YouTuber says, of the situation. It tends to lend more to believability when there's all these separate real world things going on in the story, which this show is so far is doing really well. It's fantastic. I'm liking the show. I hope it keeps up the good work. And if you like my content, please subscribe and